So, I'm an idiot. I was planning on putting together my video for the Lost Season 5 premiere today, and then I discovered I had accidentally deleted my rip of the episode. But I still feel like doing something as I wait for Netflix to send me another DVD, so I got to thinking about Greg from Poparina's awesome review on the My Little Pony episodes Bridal Gossip and Feeling Pinky Keen. There's a link to it below. And one of the things he mentions is that one episode, the mysterious Mare Do Well, is easily the worst of the series, and the only reason he didn't talk about it was that Feeling Pinky Keen made for a better contrast with Bridal Gossip. And I personally feel this episode is so bad it deserves to be torn to shreds in an online review, so here we go. Oh, and I did a review of the episode Over a Barrel on the Agony Booth that explains all the characters, so if you're not familiar with the show, you should check that out first. The episode focuses on Rainbow Dash, the cocky competitive flyer of the group, and also the one where if you don't say that she's a lesbian, you will get a ton of bronies calling you homophobic. Well, screw that, I still don't see it. She discovers that the kids in town have started a fan club about her conveniently around the same time that there's a huge upswing in deadly accidents, like a baby carriage falling down this hillside road that leads directly off a cliff. Yeah, one thing you'll notice pretty quickly about the show is that if the writers need to ignore all logic for the sake of a one-off gag, they will. But this stands out a little more than most because it's not just a one-off gag. It's an integral part of the episode because it's after saving the baby that Rainbow Dash really starts letting all her newfound attention go to her head. What was wrong with using the kid who fell in the well for that exactly? So before long, Rainbow is focused more on the attention she gets for being the town hero than actually helping anyone, and her friends start getting annoyed by it. And before long, the bubble bursts as a masked pony who is quickly named the mysterious Mare Do Well starts stealing her thunder and becomes the new town hero. This includes stopping a bus from falling off that same damn hill, seriously, not even a fence around that thing, and getting a bunch of construction workers out of a falling building skeleton. This provides the episode's one saving grace in Rainbow's reaction. I love that face, and it makes for a great reaction shot for when something especially stupid happens in something I'm reviewing. Mare Do Well is then revealed to have magic when she fixes a dam, and wings when she flies past the adoring crowd afterwards. Oh yeah, that'll do wonders for teaching Rainbow not to be an egotistical jerk, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It's at this point that the rest of the main six come back into it.
I must say I was impressed by that spell she used to fix the dam. Seems like something like that would take quite a bit of study.
She really cares about every pony's safety.
Have you seen her costume? It is to die for. If you ask me, she's a hero of fashion.
And she's modest and humble. She lets her actions speak for themselves. Gotta admire that.
I'll get back to that. This sends Rainbow into a complete identity crisis to the point where she just sits on a storm cloud having a nervous breakdown, and finally she snaps completely and just chases after Mare Do Well, demanding to know who she is. And then the reveal comes. She's actually a creation of all of Rainbow's friends. Rarity made the costumes, Applejack stopped the bus with her strong hind legs, Pinkie Pie saved the construction workers with her pinky sense, the first time that's been mentioned since Feeling Pinky Keen, by the way. Twilight fixed the dam, and Fluttershy flew over the crowd afterwards. I've been pretty easy on the episode so far, but it's with this reveal that the whole thing falls apart. They all did this supposedly to teach Rainbow a lesson about being an egotistical jerk. Well, let's watch that scene from before, knowing what we know now.
I must say I was impressed by that spell she used to fix the dam. Seems like something like that would take quite a bit of study.
She really cares about every pony's safety.
Have you seen her costume? It is to die for. If you ask me, she's a hero of fashion.
And she's modest and humble. She lets her actions speak for themselves. Gotta admire that.
Yep, they were all actually bragging about things they had done. So at this point I was expecting them to all realize they'd fallen into the same trap as Rainbow and they would all learn a lesson that way. But no, this is still presented as them being right and only Rainbow needing to learn anything. And if they wanted to go that way, there was an easy way around it without making everyone seem like a hypocritical jackass. Just have them talk about each other's contributions to Mare Do Well rather than their own. The lesson is kept intact and no one looks bad. Well, worse. Because in the end, what did Rainbow Dash actually learn from this? All Mare Do Well's existence did was screw with her head. It wasn't until they actually told her what they wanted her to learn that she learned it. So why didn't they just tell her in the first place without tearing her down so much? And what really kills me about this is they don't even seem to realize how much they all hurt their supposed friend in the name of teaching her a lesson. By episode's end, they have no idea that she was driven to the point of having a nervous breakdown, and the reason for that is that there's no way they actually wanted that to happen, so if it was brought up, the episode would actually have to acknowledge that what they did was wrong, and the writer was just too lazy to deal with that aspect of the story and hoped we wouldn't notice. That writer is Meriwether Williams, and this was the first episode she wrote for the show. Her follow-up was the far superior Hearth-Swarming Eve, which got me hoping that mysterious Mare Do Well just showed her growing pains, but then she came up with Putting Your Hoof Down, which is more turning characters into assholes out of nowhere, this time on the scale of the entire town, and Dragon Quest, which teases us with the reveal of Spike's origins before trading that in for a trite falling in with the bad crowd story which ends with him stealing a phoenix egg from its parents. Family fun! Season 3 of the show will be starting soon, and after Season 2 is overall an improvement, I'm interested to see where it goes from here. However, like I said in my Over a Barrel review, I am definitely not a brony. My immediate reaction was, seriously, this is what everyone is going so nuts over? And that has never changed. It's a decent show that has its share of bad episodes. I'm well aware that I'm courting the almighty wrath of the bronies by saying this, maybe even to the same level as their infamous attack on Channel Awesome's Obscurus Lupo, which was so traumatizing that she swore to never watch the show. But that is my opinion, and it is not changing.